So it looks as if the UFC has officially released 3 fighters and a legendary Hall of Famer, Uriah Faber. I guess Uriah Faber was still a part of the UFC official roster. I hadn't even known this. But as of today at 4:44 a.m., January 8th, 25 is when this article was posted by Brian Masque. And yes, so they released Uriah Faber, and I think the last time he fought was, yes, against, it says it right here, Piotr Jan. Thank you, Brian. And last time he fought was Piotr Jan, and that was a pretty tough fight. I highly recommend going and watching that fight. Super underrated fight. I think Uriah Faber's family was in the audience, so it was kind of sad from that perspective, but it was still a valiant. He went out like a warrior. Highly recommend watching that fight. And of course, Uriah Faber is legendary for his appearances on The Ultimate Fighter. He's pretty much a legend within his community. And he's a legend within the origins of MMA, really. So, shout out to Uriah Faber. He doesn't need a shout out from me, but he's a legend, and I much respect him. I've always enjoyed watching his fights and going back and watching his old fights. So let's go over the other fighters that they are releasing. They're releasing a guy named Danny Hot Chocolate Roberts. Never watched this guy fight. I don't think I've ever seen this guy fight. Apparently made his debut in 2015 with a submission win over Nathan Coy. Never heard of Nathan Coy as well. I need to up my game here. But he mustered a 7-7 record according to Brian here on Forbes.com. And then the UFC also got rid of Victor Hugo. Look at that mustache, man. That mustache is absolutely beautiful. Look at that little just pink. But yeah, he was fighting at the featherweight division. And then the last one, the only one that I know of here that I'm actually kind of sad about, is Kyung Yo Kang. And I've seen him fight a few times. He was really fun to watch. He's kind of a legend in the Korean scene. The UFC brought a lot of those Korean guys over, and all of them, of course, most of them are at lower weight divisions, and they parred really well. It was fun watching them. They're tough. They're tough son of a bitches, I'll tell you what. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and leave this article in the description for you guys. And the one that, of course, is the most riveting is Mr. Uriah Faber here. Never had even known that he was a part of the UFC roster still. But the more you know. All right, guys. Peace.